With all the IPO craze going on recently, I'm sure you know that an IPO is a way for a company to raise capital by offering its shares to the public. But what if the company wants to raise capital even after the IPO? What can they do? Well, they will do something known as follow-on public offering. So what is it? Why do companies do this? How do they do this? You will find all the answers in this video. So watch it till the end.
Hello guys, this is Shweta and welcome to the world of WallStreetMojo.
So a company would first have an IPO and then the FPO. That's why it gets its name follow on. There are two ways through which a company can have an FPO. They can either offer the shares to the general public again after they do the IPO, or they can offer the shares to a select group of investors through a private placement. One thing to note here is that companies cannot just go and sell the shares in the stock market and claim that they have given the shares to the general public. It must be offered in the primary market. IPO and FPO both happen on the primary market while the stock exchange makes the secondary market. Examples of some FPOs. In 2018, PolarityTE, which has the ticker COOL on Nasdaq, issued an FPO for about $55 million of equity shares. The capital they raised was used for R&D, commercialization and other reasons that they had mentioned in the SEC filing. In 2019, a Chinese company, Huya, completed an FPO of $343 million. There are mainly two types of FPOs based on what kind of shares the company offers. If the company offers new shares in the FPO, they bring more shares into the market. Due to that, it leads to dilution of their stake and their earnings per share get reduced. This type of FPO is known as dilutive FPO. For example, a company already has $100 million shares in the market and then offers $20 million more shares in the FPO. Now the total number of shares in the market is $120 million. The second type of FPO is non-dilutive FPO. In this type of FPO, the company does not bring new shares into the market but offers already existing shares. Promoters or private investors may have previously held these shares. After such an FPO, since there is no dilution, the EPS would remain the same. Reasons for FPO. You might now have a question as to why a company has an FPO after they have already had an IPO. Well, a company would do that for a couple of reasons. Number one, to clear debt. Companies often take debt to carry out their business activities, and the debt requires regular payments irrespective of the profits the company makes. So the company can decide to have an FPO and use the capital raised in the FPO to clear the debt they have. At times, the interest rates of the debts may be high for the company. Therefore, they would prefer to give away their shares to the public rather than to take on more debt. Number two, to reduce control of debtors. When a company takes debt, the debtors may restrict the company and limit their risk-taking activities. Sometimes this may limit the scope of expansion of the company, and they would seek to reduce this control that the debtors have on them. Hence, they would have an FPO pay off their debts and retain control over the company. Number three, to raise more capital. Companies raise capital through IPOs for future expansions and business plans. At times, the capital raised in the IPO may not be enough for them, so they need to have an FPO to raise more capital. This video was all about FPOs, and I believe that you are now clear with lots of finance and stock market concepts after watching this. Hope you find this video useful. Please do like and share. If you have any feedback or want to suggest a topic for any future videos, do share in the comment section. We come up with interesting videos on finance and accounting topics regularly. So subscribe to our channel by clicking on the subscribe button below and get a notification when we release new videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.